YouTube, what it do, man? It's your boy Rongloo. This video coming straight from the heart, gang. This coming straight off the dome. You feel me? No editing, no cutting it out, none of that shit, man. Today I just wanted to talk about just being the best version of yourself this summer as a man, bro. You know, something I just been realizing, like in my mind, like you need to become the best version of yourself if you want to have fun this summer, genuinely. Don't mind my head, none of that shit, man. A nigga need a retwist and shit. But nonetheless, man, let's get straight into today's video, man. Listen, man, when you become the best version of yourself, not only do life gets greater for you, but it gets greater for those around you. You know what I'm saying? You light up rooms, you encourage people, you inspire people, you give people hope, you give people positivity. You know what I'm saying? Like when you just genuinely chasing the best version of yourself in all aspects of life, it just goes good with just living as a human being, man. Like for real. Like people think becoming the best version of themselves is just money shit and just dressing up, getting fly, posting pictures on Instagram and getting cars and getting fame. Yeah, that's part of it, but that's not the whole catch. And honestly speaking, being the best version of yourself don't got nothing to do with nothing external. It got everything to do with the internal. You know, your mindset, your morals, your heart, your soul, you know, what you believe in, your discipline, you know, things like that. That plays a very big factor when it comes to becoming the best version of yourself as a man. Because when you become the best version of yourself, nobody can take anything against nobody can take anything from you because the external stuff don't matter. People that's already the best version of themselves, they already know like, hey, that external shit, that shit ain't about nothing. It could be a nigga. It could be a nigga. It's two types of niggas, right? It's a nigga that care about all the external shit. He not really his best self. He only think he his best self because he got all the external shit like jewelry, cars, and fame and hoes and all that other extra shit. It could be a nigga like that. He can get robbed. Somebody could take all his jewelry, $300,000, $500,000 worth of jewelry. Somebody could take one of his cars and whatnot, and he could lose his mind. He could crash out. He could feel like the world is in it. But then you take another dude who probably less fortunate than bro, way less fortunate than him. You could take another dude who don't got all the jewelry and stuff. Let's say he lost a pair of shoes or something. Let's say he lost a pair of shoes or he lost a job or something, or he lost something that might seem minor to a lot of people that's rich, but it's actually a major deal. He lost something that's minor, but he not tripping over it because he know within that he's greater than anything that comes his way, any obstacle and anything of that nature. You know what I'm saying? And this is all correlation to becoming the best version of yourself. Excuse me. This all correlating into that. Like when you genuinely want to be the best version of yourself, bro, it's nothing the world or nobody or anything could do to shake your whole world and make you feel some type of way about something external, you know? Because all it is, man, with this society is everything outside of yourself is used against you to try and make you feel attached to it and make you feel like you ain't shit without it. You know, money, for instance, that's one of the main external sources that they use to control and manipulate the world. They use money to get people and place them in classes. You know, y'all ever heard lower class, middle class, upper class, and stuff like that? Money is used to control people and make them think that they not worth shit. And if you ain't got money, then you broke. You know what I'm saying? But in reality, money is man-made. Money is man-made. That's something that was made by man. That's not something that God created and that was naturally already here. No, money was something that was man-made. The people that run the matrix, the people that run the world, they made money to control and manipulate the world and place certain economics and strategies into play when it comes to money. You know, think about people that's considered lower class. They just don't have money. But what does that mean? What does that genuinely mean? That don't mean that they not worth shit just because they ain't got money. Once again, we gotta remember, bro, this money shit is man-made. That's why I genuinely believe in like anybody can get some money. Anybody. It don't matter how old you is. It don't matter your background. It don't matter about none of that shit. Anybody can get them some money, man. Like real talk. Anybody out here, any man, woman, kid, baby, like anything, anybody can get them some money, man. Like this money shit grow on trees. I know people say, "Oh, money don't grow on trees. Money don't grow on trees." Man, this shit do grow on trees, man. I beg to differ. You know what I'm saying? Not literally, but I beg to differ. When you open your mindset outside of the controlled way of thinking that they want people to think, specifically my people, black Americans, they controlled us into making us think that money is everything. And if you ain't got it, then you consider broke. And then most people that's my skin color and that's my race, we get money and we blow it on designer clothes just to look fancy and fly and all that shit. And you know what I'm saying? Like we just have poor money management. You know what I'm saying? But that's for a whole nother video. Back to the topic, man. Becoming the best version of yourself is gonna come with an expensive price. You're gonna have to leave behind a lot of old habits. You're gonna have to believe in something different. You're gonna have to leave all the toxic energy that you used to absorb behind you. You gotta become and walk like you already the best version of yourself. That's how you get there. You gotta start asking yourself, how would the best version of myself act? How would that guy act? What would he do? What would he do in this situation? What would he do in this situation? How would he think? How would he talk? How would he walk? What energy do he present to other people? That's how you got to think. You have to literally trick your brain into thinking as if you already are the best version of yourself. And once you start to realize that, you start to use the identity play, that's when you become the best version of yourself. Once you start to change your identity, see, changing your identity is literally just asking yourself, what would the best version of yourself do? Or who do you want to be? Just act as that person in the present moment. And the more consistent and persistent that you do this thing, you will indeed be that person. Real talk. If I want to change my identity and say, you know what, I want to be an alcoholic, and that's low vibrational shit. But I'm giving that example for a reason, because that's a very good example. Like when you think about it in a broader sense, like, all right, you know what? Let's say I want to be an alcoholic, a drunk. Guess what? I'm going to start buying liquor every day and drinking every day. And guess what? My identity will now be a drunk. I will be a drunk. I will be an alcoholic. You get what I'm saying? And it goes the same for, let's say I want to be somebody that's in shape. They got a nice shape. Let's say I want to go to the gym. All right. I have to ask myself, what would the best version of myself that's in shape, that's in good shape, and that I want to be like, what would that person do? That person would go up, whatever it is in your book. Now me, I say that person to wake up early in the morning, go to the gym, eat clean, eat good, eat protein, weigh myself, you know what I'm saying? Train myself to failure in the gym, get good reps in, you know what I'm saying? Plan out my workout schedule, like all type of stuff. Like whatever it is that you think you need to do to change your identity, and whatever it is that you think the best version of yourself would do that thing, bro. Only you know what that look like for yourself. You can't listen to nobody else. You could take inspiration from people and you could hear and acknowledge what other people are saying, but you genuinely have to be the best version of yourself for you and you only, gang. You can't take, you know what I'm saying? You can't take what anybody else say at face value. You know what I'm saying? Only you could be the best version of yourself. You know? And that's just real talk, man. But yeah, man, that's all I really wanted to say, gang. Just encouraging men to just, anybody, men and women, if all my female supporters, just encouraging people to just become a better version of yourself. Like, there's something that I've been thinking about a lot lately, just becoming a better version of myself. I just started a new job, you know what I'm saying? So now I'm like in a position where I'm just, leveling up and elevating and just, trying to move different and all those type of things. So, it goes without saying, bro, just thinking about my future and how my best version of myself would move, it just go a long way with the process of working and trying to do YouTube and trying to do day trading. And oh yeah, I do day trading as well. That's something that I do as well. That's something that I eventually bring to the channel as I get more consistent and persistent with that as well. So be on the lookout for that. But yeah, man, just basically just balancing all these different things. So my identity now is basically I'm a dude that do so much, and I'm a businessman at that too. I'm a businessman. I consider myself a working businessman. I'm a worker and I'm the boss. Because when I work, I go to work, yeah, I make my money. But when I come home from work, guess what? I'm a boss, because guess what I'm doing? I'm on YouTube. I'm making content. I'm studying. I'm learning stuff. I'm working on skills. I'm working on skills that can pay me and set up my family and me for the long run financially. So I'm a boss and I'm a worker, and I have no problem playing both positions, bro. That's my identity. You know what I'm saying? That's how I move. That's how I see myself, as a boss and a worker. I could work hard, work my ass off, and do whatever I put my mind to, and I could be a boss at the same time. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, to each his own, man. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. I hope y'all can instill some of the knowledge within the video and apply it to y'all own lives, man. I love y'all. Stay safe, man. It's your boy Rongloo. I'm gonna catch y'all in the next video. We gone.